nothing. It's hot. Hey, namaste. Did I say that right? Namaste. How you doing? Okay, this fan is on. Jeez, it's hot in here. Whew, man. Namaste or namaste? Hey, Champagne. Hi, Laverne. How you doing, sweetheart? Whew, it is hot. Protected by God. How are you, sweetie? Hi, Letha. Good evening, Loot. Oh, goodness. I am wonderful. I am doing great. And how are you doing? Hey, Sean. Okay, great. Yeah, it is hot. It's so hot and muggy. And it's not even hot outside. It's cloudy, but it's just sticky. Are you Stone Paxton auntie? Not really. I just call him nephew. He's like a nephew to me, I guess. Hi, Real Life Chronicles. Yeah, he's good, good people. I like Stone. I really like Stone. He's a real down to earth guy. Definitely. But no, we're not blood. He's like another nephew. I got a lot of nephews and nieces. Real nephews and nieces, to be truthful about it. Big family. Hi, Urban Media. How you doing, sweetheart? Whew, man, maybe these wings is what did it. I got me some Wingstop. I got the Cajun, and I got the Louisiana rub, and now I am sweating because it's pretty spicy. Whew, Jesus. And this tea ain't helping either. I'm sorry. I don't mean to make you hot, but it's just hot in here. It's just muggy. And there's no sunshine out. That's the cold part about it. I think the clouds have sealed the heat just below the clouds. That happens a lot around here. So, had that last week. It's hot, Auntie. Yes, it is. It is hot. I'm grateful for summer. I like some. I'll take summer over winter anytime. Anytime. Just got to dress for it. And I didn't dress for it today. I put on this little Timu t-shirt and sweats. They're not sweats though, but you know. Hi, Carlos. I'm hot. Thank you, honey. Yes, I am hot in this room. And I appreciate you turning the fan on for me, sweetheart. You like spring and fall, Namaste? You like those two seasons? I like spring too, but I'm a summer girl. I got to admit it. I'm a summer girl. Hey, Lawanda. How are you? Wheels and sticks. How's it going, wheels and sticks? Oh my goodness. What was that? Something flew by my window. I'm scared it might come back. Go off camera and use your birthday. No, honey, we don't want no sudden Hey, Camille. Hi, India. Okay. Midwest by way of SE. SE. What is SE? South. I'm not sure what you mean by SE. Thank God you're not in the Carolinas because it was fish grease hot here in eastern North Carolina. Temp was 97 degrees and the humidity was 107. Gee, good grief. See, I'd have to sit in some water all day. Southeast, okay. Thank you, Namaste. Southeast. All right. Well, it looks like this country is well represented so far. Y'all try to hit that like button if you can. Vonzola Carter, how are you? Welcome to my chat. Joining in from Detroit, Michigan. Welcome, hon. Hello, Lady of Elegance Candles. And I was complaining about 91 degrees. Think I will chill. For real. I'm complaining about 72. That's really sad. It's it doesn't even look like summer outside from my window. But man, 95 in North Florida. Heat index 100 to oh, Jesus, Fonda. Oh, Camille said it was 102 degrees here in New Jersey. It's now 98. Oh, that's cooling off. I talked to my son today from Phoenix, and he was sitting outside on his balcony or something. I was like, "So what you doing?" Oh, just chilling. I said, "Are you hot?" Yeah. He could hardly talk. Oh, thank you, Namaste. I like who I like, and I like you, Auntie. Thank you. Hey, Carol Curry. Houston, Texas in the house. Protected by God said at India, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And the lows 73. See, that's perfect. That's perfect for me. I can't imagine going to bed at midnight somewhere. Oh yes, Namaste. He was hot, hot. They go to bed at 11 o'clock at night and it's like 90 outside still. I'm like, golly, sizzle, sizzle. I'd be asleep on the balcony. No, I wouldn't. I'm scared something would crawl up on me while I'm asleep. I don't want no critters coming around. No bugs, no mice, no nothing like that. Hey, boss lady. Good blessed evening, Auntie Mickey. You talking about here in Indianapolis, the temp was 92 and heat index 102. Gee. Mm, mm, mm. Auntie Mickey, did you see the child that sent Iran a message that they better stay over there because they don't want none? Oh my God. People are furious. A child? I didn't. Ooh, wee. You sure that wasn't Trump? He fool enough to do something like that. Hi, Fonda. It's Earth Angel in Niagara Falls. You know, we going to talk about some Trump today. I'm sorry, because that man is, ooh, bless his heart. I love that beautiful prayer that you prayed at the end of your life. Thank you, Lady of Elegance. Thank you so much. Carlos said, get the likes up. It costs nothing. That's what Mother Jones said. Namaste said, Trump, our chump. True. Professional liar. Oh, Marzella, thank you. Marzella be coming through. Man, I'm telling you, she is so sweet. Thank you for the $20 super sticker, love. Thank you so much. Hi, Daphne Warren. And on top of that, I'm having hot flashes from menopause. Lord help. Ooh, Jesus. Like my grandmother used to say, "Oh Lord Jesus, oh Jesus." Hot flashes. They need to make a song called Hot Flashes. There should be a R&B soul song like from the 70s, except call it Hot Flashes. Have some AI rendition from James Brown. Yes, Fonda, y'all ring that bell when you come in. Men all pause. When they walk into the room, the men all pause. Man, I think I heard a man say something about hot flashes. Who was that? Was that my husband? I'm like, what you know about some hot flashes? I don't know. Maybe it wasn't him. They get them too, huh? Well, Sean, I guess he did. Hi, Barbara. How you doing, sweetheart? Fonda said, "Uh-oh, man. I don't know. I've never witnessed a man have a real hot flash. That would be very interesting to see. That'd be very, very interesting to see. I'll think about asking him to do it tonight. Honey, show me that hot flash you had. See if you can replicate it." But yeah, it's pretty. Hi, Eye of Crystal. How are you, love? The Mossy said the men get it early. One day they'll recognize. That's right. Ooh, what if? What if they had to go through what we went through or what we go through? Good, Eye of Crystal. I'm glad you're having a good one. So, is it muggy where you're at now, too? Because I am seriously just hot and sticky. It just feels sticky. You started having them in 2017 and still have them today. Bless your heart, Barbara. Let's go, slots. How are you, sweetie? Barbara, you know what? I started having them in, I want to say, the late 90s, maybe mid 90s, because I had a hysterectomy back in 95. And that, of course, spurred early menopause for me. So I was just always just, I couldn't tell you how long it lasted either. Just seems like it's always like that now. Maybe it's still going on. I don't know. I done got used to it by now. But yeah. Hey, Jess. What's up, girlfriend? My daughter from another slaughter. Yes, sirree. Yes, come on in. Take your shoes off. Put your feet up. Hi, Dawn. How's it going? So far, I haven't seen any men here tonight. Oh, wow, Lily, you're 44 and you have them. Okay. Namaste said, when I turned 42, my MD or gynecologist didn't notice, but I knew. Okay, we will be the first to know. Always. Sometimes doctors want to argue with us and tell us what we are or are not experiencing. They can take several seats. Oh, poor thing. I have had everything late. Oh, my goodness. That's crazy. Okay, why won't this thing move? I've had everything late in life, all my life. Okay. I wish I could say that. Everything was early for me. Ugh. Hi, Melody. Let me make sure I get everybody. Yep, I think I got everybody. If I missed you, please don't charge it to my heart. Charge it to my eyes. Sometimes my eyes don't be on point. Protected by God said, I would like for everyone to promise to always keep this bond that we share for each other and for the ones that God shall send to Auntie Mickey's life. Thank you, Protected. That's my prayer as well. I love it here with all of you. I really do. We the folks that like to have a little bit of fun, but we ain't about all that nonsense. You know what I'm saying? The men are trying to cool off right now. The sun is different. That's true. That is so true. Yes, sirree. Yep, we will have a few things to talk about tonight. Let me get up here and click. I didn't have time to pull anything up to present on the screen, but I'll be able to read what I do have. That was something last night. I had to listen to the playback. Ain't that the truth, Crystal? Man, that was different. As you guys noticed, I kept getting off camera. There was a method to my madness. I just didn't want y'all to see the look on my face. Hi, Laverne. What's the weather like? Okay, well, here it's cloudy and muggy. Very cloudy, but very, very muggy. Yeah, last night it wasn't a comfortable situation. Charles, which Charles, Barbara, Spears or Bennett? I'd hate to see Charles Spears step away. I love me some Charles Spears. I heard that too, Crystal. I heard that too. That it's gonna rain tomorrow night. Hi, Rose. Oh, thank you. You as well. Oh no, Spears. I'm gonna have to call him. I'm gonna have to call him. I don't want him running off. Ain't nobody running Charles off. Not here. Hi, Retretta. Retretta says, hi, Auntie Mickey. How are you today? I've been having lots of pain in my shoulder and take pain pills. Sometimes I go to bed early, like 6. Bless your heart, sweetheart. Don't overdo it on them painkillers, though. If you have to take painkillers, just be careful, honey, because that's what I'll be the first to tell you. That's what got me. Next thing I knew, I was an addict. I had to go to detox, get that stuff out of my system. Okay, Laverne, it's a little breezy in Minot, North Dakota. North Dakota. Okay, good. It's a little breezy. Is it a warm breeze or a cool breeze? You was too through, girl. You know it, Lily. I was trying to tell you when you was reading about Angie that you mentioned the person that hit her in the truck. Okay, let me read that again. You was too through. I was trying to tell you when you was reading about Angie that you mentioned the person that hit her in the truck. Okay. Saw, protected by God, said, saw the news somewhere Midwest or West that it snowed. What? Snowed 4 inches. You are so right, Urban. But as you guys probably noticed, I had to cut my camera off. Because I sometimes when I get upset, it's all over my face. And it was all over my face yesterday. I was getting a bit perturbed. Okay, one thing about the word, you can't beat people down with it. All you can do is tell people, and you have done your job by planting the seed. Exactly, Barbara. Exactly. A lot of people don't realize you can run people off. You may mean well, but you gotta spoon feed sometimes before you jump off into that steak. You know, everybody can't take the same meal. You got to do a little at a time. You know, you can't browbeat. None of that. None of that. Let's see. Oh, well, that's okay, Lawanda. That's okay. I'm just here to tell the truth. I sometimes I have to catch myself as well. But Charles Charles knows I love him to death. And if he feels like he has to stay away for a minute, I totally respect that. But I'm still going to tell him, don't you do that. Oh boy. Namaste said clocking in 9 to 5:30 after about 17 years. Always replay Aunt Angie, and Angie Stone was not hit by nobody's truck. Moving right along. Amen. She said, moving right along. Um, Not her personally. No, she was not her actual body. She was not. She was not hit. Yes, Dawn, the approach is everything. Exactly, Barbara. Exactly. Absolutely. I understand, India. I completely understand. I knew you were upset when you turned your camera back on and folded your arms. Oh, yeah, you caught that. I was like, hmm. Yeah. I don't like confrontation, but then in the same token, sometimes people can have a tendency to be very overbearing, and then I get upset, and then I have to, you know, but that's that's what families do. Fonda said, Auntie, don't hide when you meet aggression. You don't want to be combative. However, try to find the strength to match the energy. Yes. Well, that's the thing I'm afraid of, Fonda. If I match the energy, it's not going to be pretty. I don't want to come out of character, because when I do, it's ugly. It can get really ugly, and I don't want to do that. Yeah, that I did not like that one bit, Fonda. I don't like that. I think it's disrespectful. And, sometimes I'm not speaking specifically, not the light skin, but you know how some men have a tendency to, we've gone through that with you know who. I'm not going to say no names, but we've gone through that with you know who, where they tend to jump in and overtalk the woman. They don't talk over men like that, if you understand what I'm saying. And that's kind of what that took me back to. So, hi, Holly. How are you? Yeah, tend to stay away from confrontation. We got some people called family, and that's more than enough. Content creators go far not beefing. Exactly. And I think that was a well deserved conversation that we had, which we're going to pick up and talk about it a little bit more tonight, because it's a topic that really needs to be addressed and really hit home. Okay, protected by God. I'll see you when you get back. Get Uncle Barry on real quick. Wait a minute. Uncle Barry ain't no joke either. Ooh. Ooh. I'll share last night's conversation some other time. Oh wait. Means well but may not realize how it comes across. Exactly. Carol Curry says, you have to own your own. Great job, Auntie. Thank you, Carol. Yes, yes. And again, it's I don't want to insult anybody, but if it becomes a problem, you got to say something. So yeah. So we got 78 people. I'm gonna give us a few more minutes. I'm gonna give us like 4 more minutes to see how many more people come in. It's creeping on up. Oh, I know you don't mind being blunt, Urban. Not in the least. You don't mind being blunt. That's what I love about you. You are to the point. So I'm just trying to give us a few more minutes to get some more people in here so we can get to getting. Hi, Juice Lion. Julian from Argentina. It's been a while. Good to see you, Juice Lion. There are some who don't realize how they come across. Then there's those who just don't care. That part. Thank you, Fonda. We ready. Oh, yes, get them likes up. Get them likes up. They keep banning me from YouTube. Who? Who keeps banning you from YouTube? Juice? Oh my goodness, that's weird. I don't know why. I mind being blunt. Vex my own spirit. I simply cannot. Yeah. Auntie, I think you have a lot more views since the last time I was here. Yeah, it's grown a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, it's grown. It's been quite a while since I've. How long has it been, Juice? Few months? About 3 or 4 months? Yeah, you've missed out on quite a bit. Yeah, it got kind of interesting. Okay, about 4 months. Yeah, man, has it been that long? That is so weird. But I am grateful. I am grateful for all the kinfolk here. Fonda, I have no idea. I know she's over there with that other content creator. That's all I know. Yes, roller coaster, Crystal. Definitely a roller coaster. I don't understand it, Fonda, but hey, you still have those courtins you don't like. What are courtins? You still have those courtins you don't like? Yeah, Fonda. Wow. You'd have never thought, huh? That was like a shock to me, too. But oh well, whatever floats your boat. The curtains, you talking about these ugly things? Yes, I still got them until I change up and do something else. Hi, SMK, Salima. Hi, Lucifer. Hey, Lucifer said, "What's up, sexy, sexy lady? How you doing, sweetie?" Yes. All right, we crept up to 90 awfully quick. Yes, I would. I listened from the door. Exactly, Camille. I don't need that energy over here. I really don't. I'm good. Keep him company. He needs it. He needs the company. Okay, namaste. 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 Okay. Well, let me get started here. Hi, Gloria. How are you, sweetheart? I got notes. I am so old school. I need to upgrade, but I do what works for me. So, as you probably saw in the title, these folks be lying. These folks be lying. Coming to you from the book of crazy. This ain't the sermon though. We call it Foul Owl on the Prowl. Yes, Lucifer, it was real. It's real. But it's gotten much better. It's gotten much, much better, Lucifer. Yeah. You know what? Sometimes you just gotta come up out of character, let them know what time it is, and keep it pushing. Cause boy, YouTube is a monster. Okay, Gloria said had surgery Friday, replaced battery and pacemaker, was feeling LOL weak today. Oh, I am so sorry, Gloria. I hope you feel better though. I'm glad you replaced that battery and that pacemaker though. That's important. We don't need that juice to run out. We need you. We need you here. And that's the truth. That was from Laugh In. For anybody that ever watched Laugh In. And that's the truth. So, I've got a lot of topics. Different people that be lying. Different people that be lying. I loved Laugh In. I was a kid when it came out, but I loved Laugh In. I used to watch it when Sammy Davis Jr. was on there, and who else went on there? Lily Tomlin, Tim Conway, Jeepers, what's that other dude's name? Harry something. No, it ain't Harry. I'm thinking of the Carol Burnett show now. I'm getting my shows mixed up. I'm getting geriatric every day. More and more geriatric every day. I'm blending TV shows together. Goldie Hawn. There you go, Dawn. Goldie Hawn. She still looks good too for her age. She what, 112 by now? The US is going to get a reset. Absolutely. It sure is. Nebraska is mad because kinfolks won't work in their farms because immigrants fled. You know what that sound like, right? The immigrants sound like the slaves were, when they were freed and they took off, left the master to plow his own fields. That's not funny, but that's kind of what it reminds me of. Yes, Dawn, I love me some Carol Burnett. She was so funny. She was really funny. Gloria said, good topic. Who's lying? They, them, not me. Oh, yeah, we are. It's all over social media. I need to look more into that. You know, we at the paperwork party discovered Teresa Graves could be with. That's right. Speaking of I'm telling you, Lucifer, if that woman don't look like Whitney Houston, I don't know who don't look like Whitney. Lawanda said liabetes. Oh, Yes. Oh my goodness, Teresa Graves. She looked the spitting image of Whitney Houston and could sing too. They look identical. You talking about Teresa Graves? Oh, you said Teresa Grace. She not her mama. She sure knew. She sure do look like her though. They look very, very similar. I mean, that's a hard one to swallow. Shoot, she's the right age and everything to have could have been her mom, but God knows. God knows. So they both gone. So at this point, it doesn't even matter. But shoot, they sure do look very much alike. Yes, yes. So let's see. I was going to start out talking about Diddy because, as you guys probably know, if you've been paying attention to the Diddy trial, it's almost done. It's a coinkadink. Fonda said it's a coinkadink. I thought I was the only one that used that word. Crystal said no Diddy. No diggity. No doubt. Uh. But anyway, if you guys have been paying attention to the news, um, it looks like the prosecution is rested now. Yes, Gloria, they could pass for twins. Real talk, real talk. So the prosecution has rested, and the defense has no, no witnesses whatsoever. Make that make sense. Nobody out there, nobody out there is willing to get up on the stand and testify. Shoot, Diddy won't even get up on the stand to testify. But see, I'm surprised that he hasn't because he's so arrogant, You would think that, I got this. You think Puff will come home on an ankle monitor? I don't think so, Lucifer. It's just too much evidence. It really is, Lucifer. Can you imagine being one of the jurors having to watch them freak off tapes? Oh, after a while, I don't think I could stomach it. I really don't. But there's just so much information. I'm not showing up to testify either. Yeah, it's awful. It's very awful. But yeah, it's very interesting though that not one person is coming up to testify on his behalf. Where's all his boys at? I mean, where's DJ Khaled? Where's Rick Ross? Most seem consensual to you. Most probably were. But all it takes, Urban, is one person to say no one time. And if they're forced, then it is what it is. You know. But yeah, where's his boys at? We talk about Kevin Hart, DJ Khaled, Rick Ross, uh, Meek Mills, all them little dudes that was, yeah, they ran for the hills, didn't they? Scrambled and scraped. But now y'all heard about Fat Joe. They saw the truth. Yeah, they were part of the truth too. Half of them left the country. That part. Okay, let's talk about Ashton Kutcher. Where's Leonardo DiCaprio? Oh, we know that Ellen DeGeneres, she bounced out of the country. Okay, she got ghost. Rosie oh, what's her name? Rosie O'Donnell. She's in the bushes. Well, I was about to say, where's Trump? We know where Trump is. He was at them parties too. But man, all those people, Trump may free him. You know what, Urban? He got too much on his plate as it is. If he did that, he would be he would be committing political you know what. I can't say the word on YouTube. That part. Striking missiles. Trump cannot afford. He's already in the hot seat. He is in the big, big boo-boo tubes of the hot seat. Uh-huh. And just like I heard Tisa Tells today on one of her live streams, somebody brought that very thing up saying that, yeah, Trump could pardon Diddy. Yeah, he was at all them parties, Fonda. But it's just, she said, man, Trump could make that man disappear. Just like Epstein. Because that's what I was thinking was going to happen, to be truthful about it. I ain't going to lie. I thought that, they were just going to come into the cell one day and find him at the end of a sheet from a top bunk. Auntie, they don't come and speak because they were at the FO and what they were doing was a part of the FO. They all have skeletons. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They don't want the public to know that they freaky deaky. They are freaky deaky, men and women. How you doing, Kathy Mitchell? Hi, Donna McClinton. Yeah, it's a big old mess. You're right, Crystal. They need a fall guy. Yeah, but you know what? I think I think Diddy is in the position he's in now because he got too cocky and he got too uh what is the word I want to say? Starts with an R. Here I go with my geriatric brain. Reckless. He became very reckless. I believe that, Carol. Everybody will have their day in court. Big headed. Yes, that's another problem. He became very, very reckless. And we know good old Clive had something to do with the grooming process of Mr. Diddy. And that's been his protection all this time. Yes, Lucifer, you're right, uncontrollable. He got too big for his britches. Now his britches are choking him off. From what I hear, he ain't got much left. He ain't got much down there to choke off. But nevertheless, I digress. Hey, Kendra, how you doing? But I believe that, and it's just my own opinion. I might be wrong, but I believe that Clive removed that veil of protection he was providing for him because he just got reckless. He wanted to sue the people from Chirac and trying to make it a black issue and all this stuff. He just got out of hand. Tootsie Roll. Ain't that a mess? And that was in the lawsuit too. Jesus. Retretta said, also, Auntie, I've read and seen that the government has talked to people We have no idea. These people took amenities so they wouldn't go to jail. Diddy was good to those celebrities. I believe it. They took pleas. They were saying, please, 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 don't take me to jail. Please, 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 don't take me to jail. Auntie Clive Trump, and didn't he? All are dyslexic. Fonda's a comedian. She said Clive Trump, and didn't he? Are dyslexic. Oh my God, my stomach. Oh my God. Gloria said, please, please, Mr. Postman. They should not be held accountable differently. And no, I don't think they should either. But money talks and BS walks. Man, they got to keep up appearances. But I believe Clive removed that hedge of protection around him and said, okay, sir, you on your own. Leave my name out your mouth. Because if you say my name, you ain't gonna live long. Ain't no telling in that business. That's a nasty, nasty business. The industry, the music industry, acting, movies, television, all that stuff, it's gotten completely out of hand and demonic. It's just one big demonic cloud hanging over the whole thing. Yes, Barbara. Barbara, you might want to refresh your screen. You might be farther behind in the chat because I think we talked about that a while ago. You might be just catching up to that part. So if you hit your refresh button, it's that circle with the arrow on it. Just hit that and it'll bring you all the way forward. And if not, if you don't see that, just uh, stretch the line all the way to the end. Okay. But again, there's been a lot of protection for the last 30 some odd years, between LAPD and uh, judges and prosecutors in different cities. He's had a lot of coverage. He's had a lot of people. Yeah, very cutthroat. You're right. Retretta said Diddy got too big for his pants. They all partied. LeBron James, and there's no party like a Diddy party. That's right. He said that, didn't he? I've watched every day of it. The women enjoyed all the money. Those women wanted him. Yeah, yeah. But you know what? After you get all that money, and then he happens to snatch you and knock you down in the middle of as you're trying to leave a freak off, then it's a problem. You know, I believe that even Cassie played a role in all that. But in terms of the law, as long as a person says no, you can say yes 50 times, but that 51st time, if you say no and you're made to do it anyway, there you have it. Oh yeah, Cassie got paid by more than Diddy long before Otis Redding, and then Rap can't keep biting the hands that fed him. Yep, absolutely. Cassie was used. Cassie was used, and Cassie used as well. Cassie's not totally innocent in all this. Absolutely, Carol. She was used, but she was using him as well. And then at some point in time, it wasn't even about using him. He had her dependent on him. But let's be real about it. Cassie wanted that fame and fortune with her no singing self. I mean, she's beautiful. That's right. She's beautiful. She was beautiful. She did modeling. She could dance. But that girl couldn't sing a lick. Not one lick. They liked the fame and fortune and the attention until they got caught up. Just like Carol said. Let me see. Lucifer said, did you see the video where Angie Stone said she prayed for Puff back in the of Puff early career? No, I didn't see that video, sweetheart. I never saw that video. Oh, Cassie, whoa. Lily, did you see that written somewhere, sweetie? Cassie got paid by the Hilton Hotel, too, for the video surveillance. Because I know they tried to, shoot, Diddy tried to pay that one officer up. Is this? Namaste said, too much lube right now, though. Barbara said, Jay-Z been said they were not close friends. I don't know about that. I'm tending to think otherwise. By the way, Vonda said, Puff Patty. Puff Patty is one person. They were high and dumb. It was enough of them to overthrow him after a while. That speaks to consent. That's true. But I also remember he was debilitating people with I have to put it in a YouTube context. He was debilitating people with substances. Retretta said, Diddy is a businessman. Cassie got what she wanted, millions. It said Diddy couldn't satisfy her because his bleep was not what pleased her. Yet Tootsie Rolls, they don't go far. Thus is why he had F-offs, so she would get her thing off. But now, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Kim Porter also participate in freak-offs? Or am I wrong? It wasn't just Cassie. I thought it was my understanding that Kim Porter used to like to get her little freak on too. You know what I mean? And Cassie was not very nice to her when she came along. And then suddenly Cassie became Kim. Ain't that a blip? Yeah. You are so right, Namaste. They are all freaks. It's just amazing to me that all of these big celebrities that, you know, they were at every party, they were hanging out, they were doing their dirt. And when it got funky, poof, be gone. You know, I'm sure you heard about Fat Joe. Y'all heard about Fat Joe too. See, this ain't just Diddy. It ain't just Diddy. There's some other folks in that industry from back in the day, because Fat Joe is from back in the day as well, and he's being accused of some real nasty, vile, notorious things as well with underage girls, from what I understand. Allegedly, I'm gonna keep saying allegedly because they can't come and sue me. You can't have nothing. I ain't got nothing to give you. Diddy a pain freak hiding his true inhibition. Oh, way. Puff had too many women. Well, you know what? The thing about Puff was raised in an all boys school. When you think, and matter of fact, they were all white schools as well. So he didn't know how to approach a woman. Lucifer, Lucifer said, "Yep, fat hoe got an essay lawsuit." Oh my goodness. Oh, that Smokey Robinson got me too. I don't know about all that. I mean, what other receipts are they bringing to the table beside their word? You know what I'm saying? Hey, really dope. And Fat Joe has a wife too. Ain't that something? Oh, definitely Barbara. Clive got a lot coming. He got a lot coming. I wouldn't want to be in his shoes. Not by a long shot. But yes, Fat Joe has a wife. And from what they are saying in the blogs, somebody was popping her too. So, allegedly. Retretta says, yes, I saw that video about Cassie. Also, the reason she ran out of the room. But Kim never did, to my knowing of. Auntie, these people make money and don't know what to do. UT sex, crazy sex. Yeah. Man, anytime you doing it so much you got to take a IV drip. Ooh. Okay, she said the J is silent. I don't. Okay, Lucifer said the J is silent in Spanish. I hear. Ho, fat ho, fat toe. Used a black man thinking they would stray the most of us. They're partly succeeded. Yeah. Yeah, it's really unfortunate because I have to have, there's no way you can tell me that this was just a black thing because there was some white faces in that crowd too. And I have yet to hear anything about any of those other celebrities participating. But they want to bring up Kevin Hart. They want to bring up everybody. They just bring it up. They're not saying specifically where they might be in the wrong. Hi, Bay May. You are right on time, sweetheart. Lucifer says, I think Clive is untouchable. Ain't no man untouchable. He might think he's untouchable. You got to meet up the wrong person. You know who used to think they were untouchable? I'm sorry, I shouldn't go there. Magie. Magie thought she was untouchable until she found out she wasn't. Nobody should ever feel that they're untouchable because everything is fine until it's you under that spotlight, that negative spotlight. You know, Melody said, so many that's been on the down low, married and single, young and old. Absolutely. Well, think of the ones that get married. They have a beard just to cover up that lifestyle. And the person that they're married to is totally cool with the fact that, yeah, you like it in the booty. Oh yeah, I'm fine with that, honey. Just make sure you pay the house note. No, no. Keep the lights on, sweetheart. Just keep the lights on. I want steak and lobster every Friday night. You do what you want to do, but just make sure that we eat well and we have this mansion to live in and our children are well taken care of and in private school and they'll never have to work another day in their life. This is what people get into this thing for, you know. Lucifer said, Philly, oh wow, not the hot flashes. You out of here, Eye of Crystal? Okay, sweetheart. Enjoy your evening. Yeah, Melody, with nobody standing with Puff after 20 years and staying so quiet, they all have toll on themselves. Goes to show, it goes to show you how bad society is. And you know what? There's more to it than that. It shows just how bad society is. Ooh, this chair is kicking my butt. It shows how bad society is, but it also reveals uh, it reveals that they're willing to get into the muck and mire of that. I mean, because from what I understand, he was really pretty bad to his staff and stuff like that. I saw a part of it, I didn't see it, but some of the testimony um, about his chef. Oh my God, he put his hands on her. Lily says, how did they end Magie? They called her on the phone? No, they took down every channel she has on YouTube. Yep. I guess that'll be our segue into the Magie discussion. But before I get there, I just want to bring up a couple more points about the Diddy thing. Okay. Uh, Many Diddy reporters feel that he will walk, saying there's no RICO proven, and I kind of don't agree with that. There's quite a bit there to prove a RICO. I'm sitting on pillows, Urban. I think that's the problem. I have to sit up high on here because it sits way too low and won't go up any higher. But oh, one more thing that I heard today. Put a one in the chat if you ever heard of Vlad TV. Put a one in the chat if you ever heard of Vlad TV. Good old culture vulture, Vlad. Yes, Fonda, the chef is the wrong one to mess with. He put his hands on her. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ones so far. Oh, there's one up there too. Yes, Vlad is Mr. Culture Vulture himself. Golly. Where's my lighter? Ain't that a blip? Well, Mr. Culture Vulture himself did an interview with Diddy's ex bodyguard, Roger Bonds. He was a bodyguard after Big Gene. I never liked Vlad either. He just tried too hard for me. He tried too hard. Hold on just a second. Let me go grab something real quick. Okay. I had to go get my lighter. But getting back to this, uh yes, Retretta, there's a story behind Vlad. Apparently there was an interview done on Vlad TV. It aired today. Okay. You gone namaste? Good night, sweetheart. You make sure you come back. Thank you so much for coming. Uh there was an interview with Roger Bonds. Sorry about that, babe. He's a former bodyguard for Diddy, who was his bodyguard after Big Gene Deal. And apparently Diddy got kind of perturbed with Big Gene because Gene's story has never changed. Gene has been saying the things that he's been saying about Puffy, Sean, whatever you want to call him, P. Diddy, the Diddler, you know, all those people. His story has never really changed about Puffy. And I've heard that too, Retretta, that he's a federal informant. I wouldn't doubt it. But see, what bothers me about him is he think he's got some kind of special inside scoop on the culture. Man, you ain't part of the culture. You are not part of the culture. I don't know about that, Lucifer. I heard Gene quit, but either way it goes, he's not with them anymore. So, hi, Simone. Good to see you, my love. So, either way it goes, I guess Diddy got wind of what Gene was saying out on these streets long time ago, before there was even YouTube. He was talking like this, and it has been said. Actually, it was said in this interview by Roger Bonds that Diddy ordered him and another security guard to assault Gene and Mark Curry on site. I don't think that Vlad really understands what he just got himself into. Absolutely. Absolutely, Retretta. Okay, Dawn. Okay, sweetheart. Thank you. Yeah, he's been talking about this since he left, you know. They said that he saw Gene but didn't act on his well, let me just say that Roger Bonds and this other security guard, when they were asked, did you do what I told you to do? They would say no, even though they had seen Gene and Mark Curry. And they would say no because they were cool with him. Why are you tripping with them? You know. Yeah, Vlad will be in the Rico next for real. But I wonder how Vlad would feel now that because he's pro Diddy, from what I can gather. He seems to think that Diddy is innocent, the whole nine. But he just gave the feds something else to investigate. What y'all think? He just basically gave them another crime to investigate. That's a trip. I wanted to share that. Yeah, Vlad is a Fed. I believe that. I don't like that Vlad either. Vladimir, whatever his name is. Gene Deal Midwest. Let me see. Namaste said Gene Deal Midwest, and we know what we see before said. We were raised around some no good folk that don't care when they don't care. Mm-hmm. Yep. I don't like Vlad. He's exactly what they call him, a culture vulture. Sometimes certain people think it's so cool to be black. Yeah, it is cool to be black when you're naturally black. But when you try to pretend you are and you're not, and you conveniently become what you really are because it ain't as cool as you thought it was when stuff get real, you know. As you don't get black people don't have selective colorism. Black people are black no matter what. Have nothing They have no control over their blackness and how they're treated. So I think it's, when somebody like Vladimir comes along and try to pretend to be something he's not because he thinks it's cool. Mm-mm. Hi, Alfreda. How are you? I hope you're doing well. So yeah, I just thought that was really, really interesting. I'm wondering how that's going to all pan out. Will they go into looking into that situation more? Yes, he is of German descent, isn't he? Isn't that interesting? Vladimir. Vladimir. So, uh, next topic. Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry. Now, the last time I talked about Tyler Perry, I had that whole lawsuit up here. That lawsuit's so doggone long. Uh-uh. I know y'all don't want to read through that bad boy. It was just one thing after just blah, 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 blah. What do you Okay, put a one in the chat if you believe Tyler Perry is on the DL. Put a one in the chat if you feel that Tyler Perry is on the DL. Just don't want nobody to know what he truly is into. Yeah, he's saying stay calm. No, brother, you stay calm. Yes. I think we all have felt this way for years, if I'm not mistaken. We got a man of great power. Exactly, Retretta, for years and years and years, who has, I mean, literally denounced being that. No, he's not out. Really dope. We know what he we know what he is. Tyler Perry, we to the went wait a minute. Tyler Perry went to the Beyonce concerts to come out of the closet. That was a big old closet, huh? But yeah, I mean, if you are, dude, you are. No, he's not. He's not really dope. But you know what, Lucifer? According to what we've read so far in that lawsuit, see, that Derek Dixon dude, I think he did a Cassie. He wanted to live that. He wants to lead the glamorous life. He don't need a man's touch. He wants to lead, but he had that man's touch. He didn't want that man's touch, but I have a feeling he gave up some of that touch. Too many gay people saying things about him in gay clubs. Yeah, you're right, Lily. Ain't gonna be wearing no dress. And I believe that this is what I'm thinking, Lucifer. I believe that this was a setup, honestly. But I also believe that Tyler could have been a little bit more cognizant of his surroundings, if you know what I'm saying. TP came out as soon as he came from under over the bridge. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high. Lucifer. A man's touch. Yes, he did it for an apartment and a vehicle, allegedly. Who spends a night in the guest house? I mean, think about it. Somebody invites you to their house and it's just you, and y'all been contacting back and forth with these little flirtatious text messages. Oh, honey, I can't wait to talk to Monique Lawanda. I would love. I Matter of fact, I'm gonna try to see if I can get in touch with her tomorrow. I gotta find a name, or I mean, a phone number, an email, something. Yes, he choked something. I don't know if he choked that boy up here, but he choked something. Oh, Auntie, he wants money, and he thought of Tyler. He will pull a Jane and Cassie to get money, so thank you. Because see, you're not going to do something like that to me. And all I can think about is my career, when I didn't have this very career before I met you. See, you're getting all the benefits right now in the fact that you've got the job. Stack your dough up, boo boo. Why you gotta flirt with him? She's on YouTube. Okay, Lawanda, I'm gonna go look for her. Lucifer said, I am not coming to nobody's mansion at 6 p.m. That part, Lucifer. That is all. That is it. You gonna invite me over. Me, just me, over. For what? Big old mansion. And you invite me over to do what? To drink so much that I have to stay the night, and then you gonna bust a move on me in your spare house? Man, please. But you know what got to me? This is where I thought it was cap. This is where I thought it was cap. When he said that Tyler, did he say he got in the bed with him and rubbed up against his thighs or something? No, no. He said that Tyler came up behind him and he pulled his drawers down and just stood there looking at him or something like that. Any way it go, this dude said, I guess Tyler grabbed his butt and he's trying to get Tyler's hands off of him. Yes, she would, Fonda. She would have me falling out for real. But think about this. This guy said in the lawsuit that after Tyler did that, and he's grabbing at his hands trying to get him off of him, and he suddenly changed the subject and Tyler stopped. Hello? Anybody home? Anybody home? Y'all hear that? He changed the subject. You're right, Retretta. I have a feeling, Auntie, these people have an idea what is in store, so they go. Sometimes it's more than they expected. Absolutely. But that boy was not stupid. Exactly, Lucifer. But now, here's the thing. We don't know the whole story. Something tells me we don't know the whole story because you can't convince me that this young man just did text messaging and kept him at bay all that time and reaped all these benefits, including a part in a show. He's got a car, he's got an apartment, he's eating well, he's making 600,000 to $1 million a season, and you ain't giving up no booty. See, this situation ain't no different from a man and a woman. If you've got this woman that is a gold digger, or vice versa, if you got a man who's, you know, trying to get something out of that older woman or that woman, period, and you just chasing and chasing and giving and giving and giving, and all they got to do is change the subject, man, miss me. Ain't nobody gonna keep giving you all these gifts and things and taking care of you and whatnot, and they gonna stick around, and they ain't giving up no booty. Man, please. I don't believe it. And that's my take on it. Um yeah. But there was another little story I kind of stumbled across. It really wasn't much of a story, but it's just something to ponder about Tyler, because of course, remember Christian Keys. Christian Keys, he's the one that came. He was on a Queen, well, all the Queen's Men. And what there was another show he was on. Somebody please refresh my memory. He was on All the Queen's Men. He played the concierge. Exactly, Lawanda. Tyler ain't gonna sit there and wait months and months and months and months for you to decide to bend over. Exactly, Lucifer. That's the real deal. That's the real world. See, still waiting for the new season. Hey, man. I like that show. But Christian Keys, in an interview, stated that he was offered $100,000 to take off his clothes. Exactly, Fonda. Just janky, but want to pretend like you straight. Had a girlfriend and all that. Y'all had a baby together. She bounced before it got ugly. I think she's seen some things. Yep. That billionaire wanted to see that booty. He wanted to see how tight that booty was. Hi, Tika. Oh, thank you, Tika. Anytime, sweetheart. Anytime. But I'm just coming from the real deal. We live in a real world. It's not a very complicated world. It doesn't have to be. It's either right or wrong. And when you've got a man that's interested in you, whether you're male or female, it don't matter. When you got a man interested in you and he has the means to take care of you, and you ain't giving up nothing in return after a while. Matter of fact, I'm surprised he did anything for him. Ill Auntie Mickey. Let me see that emoji. What does that emoji look like? I didn't mean to make you ill. I'm just saying what I'm saying. But in any situation, when you think about it, There's a man with a lot of money, and he's got his eyes set on this young thing over here. And he gonna do whatever he can to get that thing. His daughter left a comment on his live stream thanking Danny and you and expressed how much it. Oh, that is so sweet. Thank you for telling me, Tika. Oh, thank you so much. That made my day right there. Good. I'm gonna give her a call and thank her for that. Yes. Thank you so much. But yeah, getting back to TP, not Teddy Pendergrass. Actually, Teddy Pendergrass had his issue too, but we ain't gonna go there. I'm gonna honor the dead. But when you've got a man that's got the means to provide the world for you, and he's doing all these things to get you, but you just ain't giving it to him, and he just, I don't think he's gonna keep doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it until you cave. I think all it took was a car and an apartment, and that was it. Because when you think about it, yeah, tit for tat. Exactly, Lucifer. He has his choice in T-Body on the show, but he was fixated, allegedly, on this little boy. On this little boy here. He ain't really no little boy, but I'm just gonna call him he little boy to me. But yes, Lucifer, Teddy Pendergrass found out the hard way. Pardon the pun. I'm sorry, that was bad. I'm sorry. Lord, forgive me. I shouldn't have said that. God bless Teddy Pendergrass. I saw an interview with her. He, him, it, what, whatever. The I don't know what her. Yes, saw an interview with her talking about that situation. But anyway, um, I just find it hard that I find it hard to believe that any man is going to spend that much money and time to get one little piece of something. And it wouldn't surprise me. And this is an allegedly. Okay. I'm just saying this is allegedly. I think that the well ran dry. Tyler got his fill and went on to the next good thing. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, the weakest link. But when you think about it, he wanted someone totally dependent on him, according to Derek. Derek. He wanted somebody totally dependent on him and not out there for the world to see. So you wanted to conceal this anyway. But at some point in time, bingo, Lucifer, you just said it. That's it. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. How many times have we seen this happen in a regular man woman relationship? How many times have we seen this happen in a man woman relationship when you've got the rich eligible bachelor ain't tied to nobody, can do whatever they want when they want to do it with who they want to do it with. And they've spent all this time with this one individual. At some point in time, they tire from that and they want something new. This happens in all types of relationships. You see what I'm saying? That's what I think. I'm with you, Lucifer. I'm with you on that one. I believe Tyler cut him off, and this is his way of getting back at him, getting back at Tyler. Tyler should have been more careful and more selective, though. Retretta says, let me get it. Hi, Urban Media. A woman is a hunter also. There were hundreds after Sean Combs. If you follow the trial of Sean, there is a woman now. He is still paying her rent and lawyer fees as of today. That's right. That is so true. But there's a reason they explained it. I just didn't understand what the explanation was. I ain't gonna lie. Fonda says the money is not an issue with Perry. He was straight in his feelings. He messed up when he tried to mother the youngin'. Yeah, I think so, but in the same token, he didn't want that youngin' to get out there and start talking. I think Tyler found somebody else. I really do. Because you ain't gonna tell me that they met in 2019. You just now suing him. You just now suing him. 2019. This man met you while you were waiting tables at one of your events. And quiet as it's kept, the guy that he was working for with that that event planning company, he was the one that hooked him up in the first place, from what I understand. So, with that said, who's to say that this wasn't a double setup? Milk him dry as much as you can, and when he dumps you, we gonna get all that money. $260 million. He didn't grab $260 million worth of booty unless you gave it to him. Yep. Yeah, me either, Simone. Me either. I can't stomach Vlad TV. I can't. He ain't cool at all. So anyway, uh as far as this Tyler Perry situation is concerned, there don't be surprised if more come out of the woodwork. I'm just saying what I'm saying. All it takes is one. Right. Just like a mother, he couldn't control his mouth in more ways than one. Maybe he bit him. I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. Shame on me. That's a lot of booty. 260 million that you didn't give up. You ain't gonna tell me you didn't give up some booty. I'm sorry. It don't work like that no more. Hi, C. Gonzalez. How are you, love? Yeah, I'm not buying that one. So yeah, somebody's pissed that they got dumped. They got used to, being on the show, and they felt like he was manipulating them and all this stuff, and but you still reap the benefits though. Yeah. If it bothered you that much, you stayed, you know. You talked around the little text messages, and You know, it wasn't like he was gonna beat you up like Diddy did Cassie. You a dude. Yeah, Tyler's bigger than you, but you still a dude. No, he didn't grab that much, if at all. That dude is nuts. 260 million. That's more than Sean. Wow. Exactly. Well, he know good and well he ain't gonna get that much money. He'll be lucky to get what Cassie got. Matter of fact, he won't even get that. Yep, absolutely, Kathy. Tell on TP, he's gonna tell on himself. That's why I say there's gonna be other people. Hold on a second. There's gonna be other people out there conjuring up whatever they can to see how they can jump on the bandwagon and get a little piece of that moolah. Especially since we are on the brink of World War III. We're going to have to scrape and scrap all that we can with this thing coming up. Simone said, Auntie, for them not to have had, you know what, how can you ask for 260 million? He done watched the Diddy case and see what certain things really mean. Now he want to come out with this. Exactly, Simone. You ain't gonna tell me. Please don't insult our intelligence. That you ain't let him touch it at least. Fingers and, you know, explore a little thing. I believe that, Retretta. I mean, if you look at the text messages, he's flirting back with him. So what, was you leading him on? I mean, matter of fact, come to think of it, that makes perfect sense. You kept leading him on in them text messages, like you was going to eventually give him some. You kept leading him on. Talking about I changed the subject and he stopped. You think really this man gonna stop touching you because you changed the subject? He definitely rubbed it. I really don't. Ain't that the truth though? Well, I mean, we grown, right? We've been around a long time on this earth. Now, I'm sorry, I'm not no 25, 30-year old. You can't pull the wool over my eyes that quickly to tell me that this man kept you around and furnished you with all these gifts and lavish all this a role on a TV show, paying all that money per season, and you ain't gave up something, and you flirting and all this stuff on these text messages. Man, Tyler found him somebody that ain't playing no games, okay? Because this dude here was playing games. If you let him tell the story, I changed the subject. Man, you need to change your you need to change your subject, all right. Come up with a better line. You know. Exactly, Lawanda. Don't nobody get no free apartment and car. Exactly, C. Gonzalez. He was all down for it. That's what made Tyler drop his guard. That's why he dropped his guard. That's the bottom line right there. Mm, mm, mm. Well, the last thing I wanted to talk about Tyler Perry is that I saw a little video uh, featuring Alfonso, Alfonso from Fresh Prince, Alfonso Ribeiro. I can never pronounce it right. Ribeiro. You know Carlton. Hey, Carlton from Fresh Prince. You know, he got pigeonholed into that role. Exactly, Lawanda. He ain't gonna pay him nothing. He ain't gonna pay him nothing. If he do, I'd be surprised. I would be surprised. That would mean, oh, excuse me. That snuck up on me. That would mean that he is really hell bent on keeping this under wraps in terms of which way he rocks. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, according to this one video I'd watched, it wasn't a whole lot about it that I got to watch, but after being pigeon-toed, Jesus, pigeonholed into his role as Carlton on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, um, he decided to kind of venture out into the black sector, so to speak, of acting. And by doing that, he pretty much kind of wandered into Tyler's orbit, and he didn't stay very long. Yeah, by the mid to late 2000s, he began aligning himself to black acting and tried to step into Tyler Perry's orbit. But he did leave a couple of little nuggets in a couple of interviews that he gave. He never said anything. He never named names. Just like what's his name? Christian Keys. He never actually came out and said Tyler Perry. But it didn't take a rocket scientist to know who he was talking about. Okay. But Alfonso said in a couple of interviews, it was very revealing in retrospect. One comment was, sometimes the audition is just a setup. Be careful who's really watching. And it's been known that Tyler picks out who he sees. Nothing comes to Tyler unless Tyler wants it. He picks and chooses. He seeks out, he sees what he wants, whether it's in an actress, an actor, or something else. He seeks it out, he picks it out. Okay. The other thing that Alfonso said, and this was quite striking, considering that we're talking about the most demonic industry on the face of the earth, at least on the face of America. He says, I didn't come this far to sacrifice my dignity. Isn't that something? And at this point, I believe he stepped away. He walked away from Tyler Perry, which would have provided him huge opportunities. Because he has, at least I can say, he has provided opportunities for many black actors and actresses that are in need of work out there. And we can tell the ones that need some work, not just need work, but they need some work on their craft. That's almost like Cassie cutting an album. She can't sing. You see what Diddy did? He signed her to a 10-year deal for an album. Did she ever make an album? Come on. Couldn't sing. But she was good for them freak offs, though. Hey, Faith. How are you, sweetie? C. Gonzalez said, personally, let me pull this up. Personally, I think most men in the entertainment industry are switch hitters. You have to be to get the big money. Absolutely. And they rocking that both ways. Rock the boat, don't rock the boat, baby. Rock the boat, don't tip the boat over. Oh my goodness. Yep. Well, that's a man, that's one heck of a industry to choose and navigate through. And you got to be prepared, switch hitters. Strike one. Ball. Strike two. Ball two. Two balls. All right. That's nasty. I'm sorry. Okay. Not last but not least, but I do also want to touch on our beloved president. You know I'm laughing, right? I don't really mean that, but he's a president. Yeah. Good old Trump-a-dump. Trump-a-dump done bumped up. He done messed up. As you guys heard yesterday, that there was a a ceasefire. Trump came out on social media. I guess he announced it on where was that? One of those platforms. I don't remember what it was, but he named on his platform that there was a ceasefire between Iran and Israel. And it was a lie. It was a bald-faced lie. That man don't. You know what? I am so tired of people lying. Ain't y'all tired of liars? I know I am. I'm getting my fill of liars over the last few couple months. But this one here takes the cake. Exactly, Faith. This man came out and said that there was a ceasefire in place. And both men, Iran and Israel, was like, huh? I ain't agreed to no ceasefire. What you talking about? Yeah, trying to get that Nobel Peace Prize. That ain't the way to get it. Lying. And here's the cold part. Of course, we know he did that to look great. He wanted to make himself to be the most advanced president in modern history. And he probably wanted his face on Mount Rushmore. You know what I'm saying? Exactly, Barbara. He sure was. Christian Keys was in a bunch of movies on Netflix long before Tyler. That's true. But he wanted that Nobel Peace Prize. He tried and tried. And it just, no matter what Trump do, it just puts him deeper and deeper in the doo-doo. So even the MAGA followers are hot about it. I mean, hot about it. They are so ticked off with that man because he ran on the platform of no war. I am pulling this country away from any possibility of war. And what did he do? Goodbye, said Dr. King. Cannot have that up on him in his eyes. Yeah. Amazing work. But when you've got your own base, them MAGA people have been riding hard for Trump since day one, since he ran for president back in 2016, when he won in 2016. That man has had that base solid ever since then. And it's really unfortunate because now they mad at him. Exactly. I was about to get to that, Retretta. That was going to be the kicker from the rest for the rest of this. First of all, he acted like he didn't know anything about the retaliation that Iran took after they were attacked. Okay. He acted as though he didn't know a thing. Basically, he was like saying, well, there were no fatalities or anything. There were no casualties. And he didn't know anything. As a matter of fact, what he didn't know that came out this afternoon is that it didn't succeed the way he thought it did. He never obtained clarification as to whether those marks were obliterated, as he said. He says all three marks were obliterated, but he came out there and said that himself on the internet. See, this is a president that does things like a reality show kind of way. You know, it's crazy. But yeah, he got mad this afternoon. Uh he dropped the F-bomb when they confronted him about the ceasefire, and he acted like he didn't know what was going on, and claims he was on his way to NATO. You ain't nowhere close to being near NATO right now. Quit capping. It's oh God. But I tell you, that attack on Iran, he got played by Netanyahu like a tune, like a $2 hole. He got played. And that's what he's really upset about. Yeah. He got played like a $2 hole. Wow. And there's so much more I could talk about, but I covered it. But that the last devastating piece of news for Trump today was he found out that, you know, as far as the attacks went, he was never informed of the success or lack of in how it turned out. He just assumed that, okay, they did it. Everything's copacetic. They obliterated all three sites. And come to find out, you know, while Iran is attacking or retaliating, Trump nowhere to be found. He claimed to be on his way to NATO. And they catch him. They catch him on the ground. You can hear the helicopter going in the background. And they tell this fool, uh, it didn't work as well as you said, sir. As a matter of fact, let me pull up. I did happen to get a little bit of information that I didn't write down. I actually screenshot it off of the television. Let me go, and I'll read this to you. Breaking news. Breaking news. Okay. Breaking news. The U.S. military strikes President Trump ordered on Iran's nuclear facilities did not completely destroy the country's nuclear program and likely set it back only by months, according to two people familiar with an early intelligence assessment. Sources say the U.S. believes that significant damage was done, but mostly to structures above ground. According to the sources, the enriched uranium was not destroyed, and centrifuges are largely intact. The findings are at odds with President Trump and Defense Secretary Hegseth's insistence that Iran's nuclear program has been obliterated. In other words, oops, you did it again. You lied through your teeth, got lost in the game. Ooh, baby, baby, oops, you did it again. He lied. He lied. Oh, Urban, you have breaking news as well? You will text it? I would love to say it for you. But he lied. This man had no idea, had no clue. Hi, Desire and Fire. How you doing, sweetie? Hi, Paradise. Yes, that's it, Faith. They are all jokes, and the sad part is we fall for the bull. Each and every time we fall for that man's okey doke. We fall for it every single time. Well, I won't say we, I'll say his folk, because there's a large portion of us that it just, if it don't feel right, it ain't right. So I can't say we all, you know. So with that said, yeah, my last topic though, we're going to say, or should I say, bid adieu to your friend and mine, Magie. If I had some music to play, I would, but I don't. So apparently, Magie lost all three channels. What a world, what a world, what a world. I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog, too. Yeah, yeah. She gone, y'all. She is. Hold the dough. Hold the dough. Hold on a second. I'll be right back, y'all. Hold on a second. Oh, sweetheart. Oh, no. This ain't gonna last. You know that, right? Magie done come back with a channel. She must have found somebody. Okay, this she lost three channels, right? She lost three channels thanks to thanks to Danny. Okay, hold on a second. You said click the hashtag on your type on my title? On my title, I can't do it on mine because that'll boot me out of StreamYard. Okay, Danny don't know. Click the hashtag on your title. What does clicking the hashtag do, Urban? Oh wow. Well, you know what? This ain't gonna last either. Because one thing I know, YouTube don't let people come back when their accounts have been terminated. Now, this one was not here before unless she hid it. If this is not something that was made prior to her losing them all, I will continue and will never stop hating bullies. Well, ain't that a blip? And let's see, what is today's date? The 24th? Oh boy, she started this channel today. Magie called consequences. Lennis, I don't understand what you mean. This is hilarious. You know, YouTube don't play this. I can't wait for Danny to get this. She done come back after she lost her channel. All 3 channels. She done come back and made another channel, probably up under somebody else's name, no doubt. Because she ain't got but one little funky little video. Why is YouTube protecting Danny Robertson over Magie? And she made this 5 hours ago. Ain't this a blip? Well, she's only got, let me see, she's got 142 subscribers and she's got 1 video. This is not even monetized. So ain't nobody gonna make it rain if you love your all. No, ain't gonna last. Ain't no way. This ain't gonna last. Magie the Wise Black Owl. Updated today. So she's got 2 videos in her playlist. I wonder if this is an old video. Oh, 1 video is hidden. Imagine that. We hate bullies in our country, but you the biggest bully of all. Make it rain, if you love your all. Well, sweetheart, enjoy it while you can. Hello everyone, hello Elena, hello Flutter, hello Yisa, hello Mac, I'm never late. Hello Spellcaster, hello Belly, hello District Kid, hello Flutter, hello Andy Burglass, hello Melissa, hello Kimi, hello Elena, shut up, shut up. Ugh. Make it rain, if you love your all. Man, miss me. It won't be long though. She'll be out very soon. She'll be out very soon. Because one thing I've understood is that YouTube does not let you come back with 3 channels gone. That don't happen. She is demonic, Retretta. She is demonic. And all them people following her, help y'all. God help y'all. If that's what you want to follow behind, and maybe be a friend to her, go help her clean her kitchen or something. I mean, clean that nasty house, something. Make it rain, and take a shower while you're at it, something. Fonda said, okay, I'm lost. What was that? Yes, she is, Lennis. She really is. And she need to take several seats, go back over to that platform she was talking mess at. Go back over to that other platform that you ran to. This is crazy. And she puts these at signs to other content creators in her titles, as if they're part of the conversation or something. She's got AT2 for real. I've never met AT2. I ain't got nothing to say about him because he ain't never done nothing to me. Never have. Never have, never would, because I've never given him a reason to. But Magie, on the other hand, Miss Make It Rain, we were all celebrating because she was crying on her platform that day. Wait a minute. Let me get it right. Oh, my mother is in the hospital. Oh, Danny Lund, Daddy won. This is my only means of income. Oh, I don't care anymore. My dog needs medication and dog food, and my mother's in the hospital. And I am the only person working in the house. This is my only source of income. Get a job. How about that? That's what I figured, Tika. Because you know what she did, Tika? She took a video that she made of me and that other content creator over a month ago, and she moved it into the second channel and then treated it as though it was new content. And I'm looking at it like, what is this? Okay, that video was somewhere else. And that's old. That's like a old video, but it said one day. So she had just done it that day. And I'm like, okay, she's still talking crap about me? For what? I mean, for real, for real. What is she talking about me for? Make it rain and get a shower. Make it rain and go buy a bra. Make it rain and pull them orangutan titties up. Don't nobody want to see that. That makes me so mad she's back. That makes me so mad she's back. Wow. But you know what? YouTube don't play that kind of stuff. You can't take old content from a terminated channel and put it on a new channel. They don't go for that. That's okay. This ain't gonna be up long. It ain't gonna be up long. If she thinks she gonna buck this system, it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. Cause this is not new content. This is old content from an old canceled out channel. Channel ain't even up no more. She lost all three of her channels because she can't seem to act like a normal human being. And Danny got that ass. Let's just call a spade a spade. Oh, Darlene, I was just acting. I was imitating somebody. Darlene said, Auntie Mickey, I turned you on when you were crying, and then I realized you were acting. Blessed Tuesday evening to you. Thank you, sweetheart. No, I was just tripping about Magie. She don't. Is she a black owl, white owl? She claims she white. I don't understand it. She said in one video that she was a privileged white woman or something like that. Was she joking, or what? Did she mean that, or what? Oh my God. I'm sorry, darling. I didn't mean to fool you. Foul owl on the prowl. That's it. That's it. Well, just in case you're here to look at this video, Magie, welcome back. I am not monetized yet. Oh, oh my goodness! I can't pay my bills. Can't pay my rent to the basement. Oh my goodness! Oh, she won. She won. Yes, she did. She won. I will never talk about Danny Robertson again, ever. You lie. You probably on another platform right now talking about that woman because she beat you badly. She beat you immensely. And you still can't take your butt whooping like a good girl. You got to come back here with another funky little channel that's only going to be up for about 2 days tops, because you got fake content on here. For one thing, it's suspended or it's terminated content. Oh, I don't want to look at that woman no more. She's Jamaican. Oh my God, just when you've seen it all. I thought, no, she's Haitian, Rose. I believe she's Haitian. Maybe I'm wrong. And this ain't against Haitian people. Haitian people are good people. Jamaican people are good people. Just one person ain't a good person. Exactly. Oh, thank you, Good Vibes, for the $50 super chat. Miss Mickey, thank you for keeping us informed. Keep up the good work. Good night. To God bless. Thank you, my love. Thank you so much. Hey, Lyin, I see you. This is so sweet of you. Thank you so much. Well, I'm sorry. I just had to clown because I sure wasn't expecting that one. Maybe she can be a lonely fan. Yeah, she could be a lonely fan. Hopefully, not an only fan, but a lonely fan, of course. Yes. I am so outdone. Yep, but guess what? People gonna be on your neck till you do right by me. Till you do right by me. Everything you ever touch gonna crumble. Hey, QT, how are you? No, she won't be there for long. I think she's doing this just to show that she can, and it's not gonna. Well, thank you, Urban. Actually, it was a good bust. It gave me a purpose to clown. Oh my goodness. I was just gonna say, hey, arrivederci. Won't have to listen to make it rain if you love your own. Oh man. Well, 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 well. Maybe a couple more days of that and it'll be over. Until she makes another one. Just get a regular job. I mean, really. How long do you have to it's going to take a long time to get monetized with 100 and something subscribers, unless maybe she's buying subscribers. Who knows? I'm not saying she did. Yeah, absolutely, Faith. She didn't take him down. Real one. She was stricken. Exactly, Tika. Exactly. Wow. Well, that is one thing about these YouTube streets. YouTube is crazy. YouTube is crazy. Crazy, crazy. Just when you think you've seen it all, you see some more. Well, y'all, with all that said, I am going to shut this live down, but it's been a pleasure being here with you tonight. You let me let my hair down a little bit. I wasn't planning to clown the woman, you know. I just wanted to give her a little bit of a dose of her own medicine. And it's too bad. I know, I saw that C. Gonzalez. He really did. Yeah, I saw him crying. Thank you, Fonda. Thank you. So, yeah, we're going to have a good night tomorrow night. I don't know what we're going to talk about, but I'm sure we're going to talk about something substantial and of substance, something that contributes to being a human. So, with all that said, I love you guys. Hey, Laverne, did I miss you earlier? I hope to see you tomorrow, y'all. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Yes, let's stay off of these streets. It's dangerous in these YouTube streets. It's getting crazy in these YouTube streets. Y'all take care now. Peace out.
Hey Mickey, hey Mickey. Oh Mickey, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Oh Mickey, you're so fine, you. Oh Mickey, you're so fine.
The like button, it don't cost you nothing.